Many people ask me all the time, Ali, I have to ask, how do you do it? How are you able to achieve so many amazing things, so many great things? And yes, I have achieved some amazing things. Well, they say behind every great man, there's a great woman. In my case, there are great women. This is the ME Show.
Drinks on me, girls on me, on the dance floor, all eyes on me. Who will see? Then you better come get your girl dog. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is how your night should be. All eyes on me,
all eyes on the prize, money supersized. G5 super fly, should be supervised. Do or die, open up your eyes, head to the sky. Keep a mean bad mommy on the side. Make a tsunami, kamikaze on the mind. Spit flow, paparazzi flash shine. Get dough, champagne, Merlot. Cash and tango, in the VIP. Now she wanna touch her ankle. Get low, mueve mami como el dembow. All eyes on me, peeping through the window. Get mine, get yours, believe it or not. In the meantime, I'ma keep my eyes on the top.
all eyes on me, drinks on me, girls on me, on the dance floor. All eyes on me, who will see? Man, you better come get your girl dog. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is how your night should be.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, especially ladies all around the world. Happy Women's International Day or International Women's Day. My name is Ali Madawi, and I am your host with Avocado Toast. And I could not be more excited, more proud, more happy, more joyful to spend another episode of the ME Show with you. And yes, you guessed it. Today, I'm going to tell you some of my secret powers to my success. And in all sincerity, I have been so blessed to have had so many incredible women in my family, blood or not, that have just inspired me and empowered me. And if you are an entrepreneur who happen to be a woman, man, congratulations to you. Heck, if you're just a woman, point blank, period, congratulations to you. You are an incredible human being who's capable of doing some amazing things. You can multitask. You can do everything that we cannot do. And trust and believe, I don't care what anybody says, there is nothing a man can do without you, directly or indirectly. So you've heard it from me as well. So if you have that beautiful soul in your life that happens to be your rock, your woman, make sure you tag that woman in this comment, in this thread, wherever you may be watching. Let her know that you appreciate her, because I will be dedicating this very same training session to some amazing women that inspire me. And first things first, I would like to start with my mother, the OG, the original, that absolutely have been there for me as my rock, as my inspiration, as my motivation, as the woman who really infused my core values within me. You know, this is a woman that has raised 4 kids in a third world country, not having a job, and did it with resilience, with dignity, with a lot of struggle, but maintained the integrity of what represents as a core value as a single mother. Now, that's not an easy task. You know, when you have a 1 year old, a 5 year old, an 11, or at the time, an 8 year old, and an 11 year old, and you have to raise them in some amazingly, incredibly atrocious third world circumstances. Now, to the point that she used to make, like, the concept of see the opportunity within the obstacle 100% came from my mother. And I'll give you a simple example. I'll never forget, we were, I mean, down to nothing. Rent was behind months at a time, and we had to sell everything. And I mean, when I say we had to sell everything, we had to sell everything. Here's, mom, and it was like literally a rug that was left in the house because she had to feed her kids. And I remember vividly, as young as I was, when the world would see, like, you guys don't have any furniture, my mother would say, we're going to have another party and we have plenty of space to dance. When we didn't have any food, again, we used to have this homemade oven that my mother just loved. It was like the best thing ever. She would make this pan of dough, which was just regular bread, and she would put like the cheapest tomato sauce or just sliced tomatoes on it and a little bit of cheese. She says pizza night, and it will be this amazingly fun things. We would lose power, and it would be, we're gonna have a scavenger hunt and hide and seek. It was just the party house in our eyes, as kids. I mean, everybody in the neighborhood thought that we had the coolest spot, but in all sincerity, we were broke. And I mean, when I say broke, I mean borderline homelessness, broke at that period of our life. And my mother maintained dignity to the point where she had to do the ultimate, giving up on 4 children, leaving us with my father, which, by the way, my father, my stepfather, my stepmom, and my mom are amazing friends. Everybody gets along nowadays. Life is good, right? But I'm sharing with you a little bit of perspective on who made me the way I am. This woman had given up 4 children, and she said, I promise I'm going to come back for you, and I'm going to go to the United States of America, because she could not bear the idea and the thought of putting her 4 kids through another cold winter or through another times of struggles and pain and so on and so forth. So therefore, we ended up staying with my father, and that was a whole chapter out of our life. 4 years later, we reunited, and we came by the grace of God to the United States. And not only Ali Madawi was born once again, but my whole family has been reunited. Everybody is good. Everybody's in a solid place. So I am so grateful for you, my lovely mother, Idrisi Alami Lala Miriam. I said it all. So she is absolutely amazing. The next person that I want to give a major kudos to on this International Women's Day is my beautiful sister. My sister actually is going to be a guest speaker on Your Strategic Partner show tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right on this channel that you're watching from. And my sister, man, she's an inspiration to me, and I'll tell you why. So my sister is probably the smartest one in the family. She's the one who, is going to medical school. She's the one who was just 100%, the don't mess with her. She's book smart, right? She's street smart too, but definitely book smart. And she got, actually, we're so blessed that she met who happens to be her husband today. Ricky Harden has 2 beautiful children, and, went from the path of medical school to readjusting her life to make sacrifices for her family. And for a period of time worked in a restaurant business. And then after that, she said, enough is enough. I'm giving my kids Saturdays and Sundays and Friday nights. And then she started working in an insurance company and was making some good money working from home at that. And then I remember she and I were talking, and she's like, I am tired of stressing and giving my very best to somebody else while I could be giving it to my kids. And she was like, should I quit? I'm scared. And I encouraged her, and I said, listen, I'm going to tell you this, I'm working on something. If you want to work with me, it's going to be a little bit of a pay cut for you, but I promise you it'll be the best thing ever, because you will have your life back with your kids. Plus, I want you to learn everything that I'm doing. Learn, and consider to become an entrepreneur. You will figure out your own niche. Well, not only she figured it out, but she became the vice president of operations for Madawi Enterprise. She went on to be the brain behind the scene of everything really we do operationally as a company. She went on to create an app. She went on to manage so much for us, right, for a high-end level. And she went on to create different verticals for our company, such as her Bold Prints company, which is, she prints collaterals and different things, hats, beanies, whatever it may be. And then her passion always was in the kitchen. She was always just cooking and filming things, cooking. And I'm like, you should consider doing something with this. Like, you're always filming all these great foods. Why not create a business? Well, again, little by little, she got out of her comfort zone, and she now owns her own catering business. And she has people ordering every single day, people that she's making special foods for, people that she's creating an in-home date for. And I'm so proud of you, Tima. If you're watching this, listening to this, you are incredible. You are amazing. You've inspired me. You are the definition of get out of your comfort zone and make the ultimate sacrifice for your own passion and your own family time. And absolutely, I salute you for doing exactly that. So again, Tima, she's going to be with us tomorrow. You'll hear her full story. The next person that I want to give a mega shout out to is her mother-in-law, Patricia Harden. So I call her Mama as well. But so Mama Harden is an inspiration to me because not only she raised Ricky, my brother-in-law, my amazing nephew, but she raised them and set them up to be grown-ups and ready to go on their own. No legal trouble, no issues, no college educated, started their own careers, living the right path. And then she decided, after retiring from her full-time job that she had with the union and did very, very well, well, she went on to say, you know what? I too am going to start my own business. So she started her own decorating business, and in collaboration with my sister, and I promise you, in collaboration with me as well, we're creating a brand for her. And she is starting to promote and market herself and get herself out of her comfort zone. And she now has her own brand. After what most people say it's too late for me, she said, no, I'm just about to get started. And she is one of the most funnest, happy, loving, positive mood people that you can ever have in your life. So definitely kudos to you, Mama Harden. I love you. I appreciate you in my life, and I'm so excited. I promise you, you keep at it. You're going to inspire so many more, and I can't wait to have you on our show in a couple of weeks as well. The next person, man, this is my sister from another mister, and that is the one and only none other than Nancy Laverde. Many of you, if you follow me on Instagram, official_A Madawi. Check me out, your strategic partner on Instagram. I share a lot of her content. So Nancy went on to be coming from Colombia, like my wife, working on her English, educating herself. And gosh, I remember she had the language barrier with the classes that she was taking, and she went on and passed her classes, started working in the gym, and not only became a great fitness instructor, but she literally became one of the top fitness instructors in her gym and in her area, getting great reviews, getting out of her comfort zone again, right? So she went from a stay-at-home mom to one of the best fitness trainers in Manalapan, New Jersey, working, just doing phenomenal things. But what she did and took it again a step further and inspiring me of getting out of her comfort zone, she went from not knowing anything about social media to literally creating her own reels and getting her own virality and, developing her own following and getting her own audience engaging with her. And again, that is something that I'm inspired by every single day. Beside the fact that, just like Tima, Nancy is an amazing mother. I mean, before my amazing, beautiful nephews and my sister being the first one having the kids at our side of our bloodline, Nancy always, I was always studying what parenthood was through Nancy and, of course, her amazing husband, David Laverde. But seeing what she represented, seeing her core values, seeing her amazing greatness. So definitely, if you are connected with me on Instagram, you're going to see me sharing her posts all the time because she inspires me every single day. Her consistency, her resilience, her attitude, her greatness, her positivity is just incredible. So Nancy, happy International Women's Day. I am so inspired by you. I appreciate you, sis. You are amazing. I love you. All right. The next person, and I got to close out with a bang, is my rock, my sweetheart, my best friend, my baby girl. And that is none other than my beautiful wife, Claudia Maritza Madawi. Now, let me tell you, this woman has taken on a role that she never signed up for, which is being the wife of this guy who's being on the eyes of the masses. Every ups and downs that I've ever had in business, every struggle, every sacrifice, every ambition that I had, she literally many times given up on her own dreams so I can live out my own. She sacrificed her own desires so I can have my own. She's given up her own years worth of what could have been potential freedom, and he ended up being working hard in a traditional job in her case, so I can build from ground up 1 to 2 to 3 years with no meaningful results. And even when we made great strides ahead and crashed and burned, she always bailed me out. She's always my rock. She's my motivator. She's my consultant. She's my advisor. She's the person that I go to. She's the person that I love to fight with. Yes, I said I love to fight with, because it isn't a fight. It's just an interesting discussion when we talk about identifying our flaws in our characters and working through them. And there's nothing sexier when we actually figure things out together. And, she is the president of Madawi Enterprise. She is the brain behind managing all of our complicated numbers, write-offs, budgets, sending out payouts, doing all the things that I don't know or I don't want to deal with. But I share all of this. And again, my beautiful wife, I am so excited to be your husband. I am so excited and honored and privileged to be your best friend. And you truly are my best friend. Like we literally have a relationship where we are best friends first, partners within the education of our kids, and making sure that they have the best they can have second, and then husband and wife. We used to make a mistake and always focus on the marital status in the eyes of the status quo, right? Like, oh, we got to be looking like the perfect couple. Like, everything has to be good. The moment we started focusing on each other's happiness and just loving each other as best friends would, because best friends like to get in trouble together. Best friends keep tell each other secrets. Best friends gossip with one another, right? Best friends want to be with one another. So you are my absolute best friend, and I love you for that. And for all of you ladies, wherever you may be, especially our influencer attraction media strategic partners, Debbie Salmons and Allison Delatel. By the way, you are amazing as well. Keep on inspiring, motivating. I'm so grateful to have you. I share this with you not just to brag about these amazing women. And by the way, there are so many more that I could go on and on and on. My stepmom, my sisters, everybody's amazing in our life, and I love you too much. But these women that I've shared with you have taken a dramatic shift on who they were in terms of their own identity to become so amazing, so happy, so great in their own lanes, and made everybody happy around them. So kudos to you. And I hope you now know the secret of this guy's happiness is that I have some amazing women around me that inspire me, that motivate me, that consult me, that advise me, that even slap me every now and then when I need a little slap in the head to humble myself and get back on track. Tomorrow night, please make sure you join us, as we're going to have one of these ladies that I shared with, actually three of them. Tima Harden, who not only is my sister and VP of operations for our brand, but she has went on without a diploma in the culinary space, without any experience in a business, to develop a rocking business where she is literally getting busy with on a regular basis, week in and week out. And you're going to hear from Debbie Salmons. You're going to hear from Allison Delatel, two amazing strategic partners that are developing the influencer attraction media. And by the way, Thursday, we're dropping our brand new video series, all things Instagram. We call it Instagram Essentials. And I am recording my screen from my phone as I'm showing you every little itty bitty piece of how my Instagram account is developing real organic followers, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hearts every single hour that I post something, many real engagements. And it leads not only for Instagram to pay me, like I actually get paid from Instagram as a creator, but also it develops business, which is a very, very, very good place to be. So that's going to be this Thursday. If you are part of our community, congratulations. If not, make sure you go to im.media, get educated, hit the ME Academy, and you can even sign up if you want to. I love you and I appreciate you, ladies. Happy International Women's Day. Gentlemen, treat your ladies right in your life, and it doesn't have to be a significant other. I'm talking about mom, sister, auntie, grandma, your neighbor, that one person that motivates you. Show them a whole lot of love. Until then, I love and I appreciate each and every one of you, and you already know the drill. Peace out, everybody.